In today's episode on Casey's Garage, we continue our work on this 2007 Toyota Corolla S.
3, 2, 1.
I am sweating like a pig. Here's a sock. I just said he and then it's she, but whatever. I do want to kind of spruce it up a little bit. Now in the last video, we replaced the door and we polished up those headlights. So now we need to start working our way through the car, get the rest of it detailed. And the first thing we're going to do is get this engine bay cleaned up. It is above freezing today, so not by much. It's like 34 or 35, but we'll get this job done and work our way through the rest of the car. All right, and just like before, we're going to use our super clean and just, we got the battery disconnected, of course, and just spray the whole thing down. It has been a while since you've seen it cleaning. Come on. There we go. I need to get a better spray bottle. It sprays a little bit better. All right, check it out. It may not be above freezing, or it's close. The water coming from the car is freezing as it runs down the driveway. All right, and the last step, I'll use some of this McGuire Super Shine, and we're going to spray down the plastics around the engine here, and just wipe it down and give it kind of a nice clean look. All right, so before we hook up this battery, I want to clean the post up with one of these post cleaners. All right, there we go. Looks a lot better than when we started the other day, doesn't it? I'm just going to apply some of this battery terminal protector. There we go. And put our cap back on. We're going to make these wheels on my 2007 Toyota Corolla with 172-ish thousand miles. From looking like this to looking like this. All right, so let's go ahead and start on the back wheels here. And what I need to do is go ahead and get the back end jacked up. All right, guys, so we are not going to be spending a whole lot of time on these simply because we don't have a lot of time. It's only in the 50s right now, so we're lucky to even have that weather. But we just got a few hours before it starts getting too cold to paint. So, in fact, this might be a 2-day job because of it's still winter. So, what I'm going to use is a screwdriver here just to kind of flake off the bubbled paint. Then I'm just going to scrub the wheel down with this steel wool. But first, let's get off that center cap so we don't break or paint over it. All right, so let's get all this paint flaked off here. All right. All right, now we'll just spray this down with some soap and water. And this is the paint we're going to be using, the Rust-Oleum metallic wheel paint. This works great. Now we're just going to dust it on there for the first coat. All right. I'll go ahead and let that sit for a few minutes. Come on, car, stay there. All right, got a brand new can here. So this isn't gonna look perfect because we didn't sand it down and get all the paint off of there, but it'll look a lot better. All right, so let's get another coat here. And one other thing I like to do from time to time is just give everything a nice fresh look while we got the wheel off. And just kind of threw some black paint in to give it a nice rich color. All right, and while we're waiting for that wheel to dry, I went ahead and pulled the driver's side rear off, and we'll do the same thing. Get all the flaky paint off of there. Well, guys, we got the wheels looking pretty good. Ow, I just hit my knee. They're not perfect because, we didn't get the paint sanded down to bare metal or anything. But they do look a lot better than they did. But, guys, I need to show you something that's probably going to put a stop right where we're at on getting this car reconditioned. Because underneath here, we got some pretty good rust. That's just this one spot. I looked around the rest of the car. But as I was jacking up the front tire, and I put the jack right here at the jack point, I could hear it going crunch, crunch. So we got some rust here at the rocker, as well as the body right there just a little bit. And I could go in and patch that and make the car look better. But I don't like rust, so this kind of fails my own quality inspection, I'm gonna call it that. Because these are not the type of cars I want to sell. I want to sell cars, they don't have to be perfect, but rust like that is definitely a no-no. And so I'm going to go ahead and probably take this to auction, see what I can get out of it, and move on to another car. So bad news is, I guess, we're not going to be able to finish this and flip it or retail it. But good news is, hey, we'll probably have another auction video. But for now, that's going to be it on Casey's Garage, and we'll catch you next time.